Okay. This one comes from Today I Fucked Up. Today I fucked up by pulling out a long hair out of my throat at the dinner table. So there I was, sitting at the dinner table, nervously trying to impress my girlfriend's mom. She'd made a famous spaghetti and I was determined to rave about it, even if it tasted like wet cardboard. It didn't, thankfully. It was actually pretty good, but that's where my luck ended. Halfway through my second bite, I felt something strange. It wasn't pasta, it wasn't sauce. No, it was a texture that screamed, "You're not supposed to be here." I froze, mid-chew. My girlfriend noticed. "Are you okay?" Her mom was staring too, smiling proudly, oblivious to the horror unfolding in my mouth. I mumbled something like, yeah, delicious. But inside, I was having a full-blown crisis. I subtly tried to swallow, thinking, just get it down. Pretend it never happened. Big mistake. That's when it hit me. It's a hair. Long hair. My brain went into overdrive. Should I just keep going and pretend I'm eating spaghetti floss? But then I felt the other end still in my throat. I had no choice. I grabbed the strand, said a quick prayer to the dinner gods, and pulled. And pulled. And pulled. This wasn't a normal hair. This was Rapunzel level. This was Disney princess wig territory. The worst part, the hair was coated, and I mean coated, with little bits of chewed spaghetti, meat sauce, and God knows what else from my digestive journey. It was like a disgusting spaghetti necklace. My girlfriend screamed, "Oh my God!" Her mom gasped in horror. I just sat there, holding the world's grossest magic trick. Her mom stuttered, I don't know how that got in there. It's probably mine." Oh, great. That's what I needed to hear. I'd basically just French kissed her mom's scalp. I mumbled something about how it happens and immediately took a gulp of water to wash away the trauma. My girlfriend, she laughed so hard she cried. Her mom looked like she wanted to crawl under the table.
Holy fuck, that's hilarious. Oh my God.
I could literally feel the hair coming out of my throat.
I could feel it too. That's happened to me before.
Oh God. Yes, my apologies.
It's okay. It's, it's a risk that you take when, you don't put your hair into a hairnet because we just live at home. Like, we're not a restaurant. We just cook our food. And sometimes that just happens.
Yep.
Whatever. I mean, Jack's hair is always in our food.
Oh, always.
Jack and Luna's hair kind of floats around.
We've
their
ingested
house.
thousands of their hairs.
But yeah, that's embarrassing. At first, I was thinking maybe it was the girlfriend's, but makes more sense if her mom cooked the meal.
Yeah.
I have seen your mom was cooking.
Oh no.
Sorry, Franca. She was. I mean, it happens. Everybody's experienced this.
Yeah.
But she was cooking bacon on Christmas, and I just noticed the hair that was there. And
I remember.
And I pulled it. She's like, "Oh my God, I didn't even see that." And it was just one hair. It's like, we're not wearing hairnets. We're humans. Hair falls out. Teresa's hair is freaking everywhere.
Yes, it's true. I don't know if I've said this before, but like, if I ever go to a restaurant and there's a hair in my food, I will never say anything. It does not gross me out in the slightest.
I mean, it grosses me out, but I just kind of... It's happened once in a while, but I don't make a big deal of it.
No, but some people will return their food.
Which makes sense. It is gross, but like...
No, and that's fair.
Unless it like ruined the meal. Like, unless there's like a huge, big hair. It's usually like an eyelash or like short hair or something that I see.
Yeah.
And it's just like a little bit. Unless it's like ruining my meal, I'll just like push it to the side. And I'll be like, oh,
yeah,
that sucks. But I would have done exactly what this guy done. I would have tried to like keep eating and keep just let it go down.
Yeah, I know.
Or ignoring that. I mean, unless you think you're chewing on glass, then don't just put it down. Just
Denver's done that before.
Pull it out of your mouth. And then you just... Oh, like you're pulling it out of the drain.
Oh my God.
Pulling it out of the shower drain.
I can physically feel it like come out. Oh God.
When I cleaned the shower last time, I pulled some of your shower drain hair out.
Thank you.
Did that for you. Most of the other times I make Teresa deal with her own shower drain hair because I don't got long hair. It's not my fault.
Yep.
Every time we shower, I watch Teresa, and whenever she washes her hair, I don't know if probably a lot of other women or men with long hair like this, but like washes her hair, soaps it and stuff. She's like pulling out strands of hair. Like the hair falls out when you wash your hair.
Yes.
And she's got to like pull it off her fingers and slap it on the wall so she can come back to it later. But I'm like, does that happen with my short hair and I just don't notice it because it's just like short and just runs off my hand? Like, is my hair slightly falling out when I'm showering? Or is that a long hair thing?
So,
like, are you slightly pulling your hairs out when you're washing it?
I don't know. I guess so. But you wash your hair every single day. I don't.
I do wash my hair every single time. Yeah.
I wash mine embarrassingly not often.
Your hairs end up everywhere. And I wonder if other people have this problem.
Of course they do.
Of my specific problem with your hair?
Getting on your balls.
Yeah.
I know you're going to say that.
I pull them out of my underwear.
I've heard people say that.
Do other people...
Is that normal?
Is that a normal thing where like girl has long hair and the hair ends up like in the laundry and then ends up inside your boxers and underwear and you gotta like... You just notice it tangling down there. You gotta pull that
Tangling.
out. Tangling.
Yeah.
Tangling.
Okay, top comment. I have a similar story, lol. For my 19th birthday, my mom offered to make me whatever I wanted for dinner. I chose Middle Eastern food, particularly the ground lamb / mint patties she had made before that I loved, tabbouleh and hummus. Let me tell you, I was stoked. My birthday dinner comes around and I start with the hummus and tabbouleh, saving the lamb because it's my favorite. Finally, I start to cut the lamb patty in half and, why is this so hard to cut? Like, it just will not separate. Weird. I take my fork on one side and a knife on the other and pull. There are some weird dark threads holding it together. I look closer and it's hair. Mom had thick waist-length hair that she always wore down. Fuck. Pull it out? Nope. It's in there, and there was a lot of it. I try to cut off an edge. Same thing. Shit. Another edge? More hair. God damn it. Sad face. I didn't want to say anything and make my mom feel bad. She worked so hard on my dinner. So I just ignored it and ate my other foods until my mom noticed and asked why I wasn't eating my lamb. I said lightly, there's a little bit of hair. And my mom, ever the problem solver, says, just pull it out. To which I had to point out to her that my patty is like half hair. Well, fuck, my mom says, and I see the embarrassment fill her. I felt so bad. We all lost.
That's funny. Hair is like, it's very strong, very durable.
Yeah.
When mixing with food, it's very, very strong. Like when you're trying to cut it with a knife, very, very flexible.
Yeah.
Moving around the cuts, very strong.
I like the Today I Fucked Up ones are like so well written sometimes.
Oh my God. Did you see the comment below that?
No, I just closed it. Can you read it?
Well, I'd rather eat a hair strand instead of dealing with the time I had one wrap around my entire eyeball.
Oh my, I've had that before.
I remember waking up one day and feeling something in my eye, except it wasn't just the usual speck of dust / sleep gunk feeling. No, this felt like something was on the inside layer too. I spent 4 damn days trying to poke and prod at it. It was seriously bothering me. Every blink felt weird, and I looked like a glitching NPC on crack because I kept spazzing randomly. Finally, on day 4, after probably agitating the ever-loving shit out of it, and being agitated in general at this point, I felt something start to come out of the corner of my eye.
Oh my God.
I started pulling what I thought may just be a small string from a Q-tip, or maybe some fuzz. But then I kept pulling and pulling and pulling. Well, this ended up being a hair strand from my head. I had extremely long hair back then too. I don't even know how it managed to wrap itself like that. It also felt really weird because of it being around the entire eyeball. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, at least the spaghetti tasted all right. Well, until the hair part anyways.
I've had that happen to me one time recently.
Jesus.
The last time I got my hair cut.
Yeah.
That same night, I went to bed and I remember waking up at like 3 a.m. I told you about it. And I literally was in so much pain. My eye was hurting. And I had to like run to the washroom and like I looked in the mirror and it was literally the longest piece of hair in my eye.
That's
and
crazy.
I couldn't get it.
I heard
it just went behind my eye and it didn't hurt me for 4 days. It literally felt fine after like I kept blinking like 5 minutes maybe. and it just like stopped.
And like when you, if I heard there's like a thing where like people like to eat their own hair, and that it doesn't dissolve in your stomach, and it causes
I used to
blockage.
suck my hair,
Causes
like anxiety.
Oh God.
Yeah, I used to like.
Gee, now you just pick your
eat my
fingers
hair.
apart.
I know. I think that's what people do. Like people who like eat, like suck on their hair.
Jesus, that's crazy. I heard that like if you get your eyelashes in your eyeball will just absorb them.
I think that's exactly what happened with my hair, my literal strand of hair. So weird, because I was worried that I was gonna have to go to the eye doctor the next morning and ask them to take it out of my eyeball, because I'm not exaggerating. It was so much pain. It was so painful, and then it just like stopped after a couple minutes, which was weird, and I went back to sleep.
That's weird.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.